Meghan Markle's hidden truth sparks distress. Former inmate banned greetings and a heartfelt welcome back to our channel. In the preceding week, a royal analyst unveiled that Meghan's mother, Doria, had never actually been a certified social worker. Mr. Phil Don Pierre elucidated that attaining a social work license is prohibited if one holds a felony conviction in the majority of U.S. states, and if there's a drug-related conviction on the record, which has been hinted at concerning Ms. Ragland. Naturally, obtaining a social work license would be an insurmountable challenge. In the past, I had speculated that she might have pursued a sociology degree, which could have been obtained during her time in incarceration. However, gaining authorization to practice as a social worker is an entirely distinct matter. Sunshine Sachs seemingly expunged Meghan's tarnished history and deviant past from the internet. We can reasonably assume they took similar measures for Doria. Meanwhile, Tom Bower is engrossed in penning a book about Doria, which promises to be an intriguing read. Regrettably, Doria projected a fraudulent image of herself and Meghan Markle to the royal family. Remember that extravagant $43 million wedding bestowed upon a woman who often treats others abhorrently. Allegedly, Doria had a conviction for felony tax evasion and fraud, attempting to shift blame onto Meghan's father, Thomas. Yet he managed to vindicate himself. This incident pertained to a travel agency she once owned and managed. Reportedly, she even served jail time for this conviction, during which Thomas single-handedly raised Meghan. In the state of California, holding a social work license after committing a felony is strictly prohibited. Yet there appears to be an effort to conceal this fact. One can only surmise that the intention was to portray her as an empathetic individual, when in reality she possesses the same shrewdness and dubiousness as Meghan Markle, her daughter, the fortune seeker. As Meghan's past was cleansed, it seems her mother's was as well. Any criminal or unsavory history was systematically suppressed. The truth about the only family members Meghan wants in the limelight would have been perceived as racially biased. It's worth noting that Doria Ragland was never an air hostess, merely mimicking Catherine's mother, who indeed was an airline steward. Meghan frequently endeavors to align herself and her mother, Rob, with socially esteemed causes, likely in pursuit of elevated status and admiration. California maintains stringent regulations regarding social workers with felony records. We'll have to await Tom Bower's revelations, as he is poised to uncover Doria's true nature, including her whereabouts during the mysterious 10 years of Meghan's life. Throughout that decade, Thomas was solely responsible for Meghan's upbringing, and somewhere along the way, she evolved into a deceitful opportunist. While I was aware that she couldn't acquire or maintain a license as a convicted felon, I wasn't fully informed about her myriad prior transgressions. Meghan's discernment in choosing which parents to showcase at her wedding was certainly questionable. While Meghan's father may have his issues, I believe he's fundamentally a decent person. He had a successful career as a lighting director, even earning multiple Emmys. He dedicated his life to ensuring Meghan's comfort and shielding her from embarrassment or missed opportunities due to her mother. In my view, Thomas deserves recognition and appreciation instead of being cut off and treated poorly. There are reports that even the late Queen expressed her dismay about Meghan Markle, considering her to be of low character. The Queen couldn't fathom Harry bringing her into the royal family. The late Queen likely had insights into the situation. Then there's Meghan's mother, another questionable presence during Meghan's upbringing, who suddenly emerged when Meghan was poised for fame and wealth. While it's true that the marriage couldn't have been stopped, the late Queen could have refrained from endorsing the lavish £30 million wedding. From a traditional perspective, a divorced woman with 2 living ex-husbands should not have been permitted to marry in the church. If I were the late Queen, I would have opted for a registry office wedding. It's a sentiment rooted in convention, but such a union doesn't align with the Church's principles. Many speculate that Meghan possesses leverage over the royal family, which could explain the late Queen's reluctant acceptance. This could be some fabricated tale or an attempt to expose the royal family as racist. The truth remains unclear. I've considered the possibility that the late Queen might have personally sought to hide records, if feasible. I'm probably not alone in this speculation, as the potential for such actions raises questions. If Sunshine Sachs was indeed involved in any cover-up, they should be held accountable for withholding vital information that could have influenced decisions regarding Meghan and Harry's roles in public service. Moreover, they should be held responsible if their involvement exposes senior royal family members to potential blame. Tom Bower's forthcoming work might provide more insight. It's reasonable to assume that he safeguarded his research, making it difficult to suppress any revelations. As a lawyer, he's likely well-versed in managing such situations. An interesting point is a resurfaced video of Meghan addressing students at Kiev National University in 2014 amidst the armed conflict. Her open discussion of high-level political aspirations suggests a political party might have orchestrated the visit. This angle adds complexity, as students during a time of conflict might have been more invested in political matters than lifestyle blogs or acting. In summary, Meghan's choices raise questions, and the late Queen's actions may have been influenced by undisclosed factors. Tom Bower's work could shed light on these matters, potentially uncovering withheld information that could impact perceptions of Meghan and Harry's royal roles. Is it possible that individuals with a vested interest in shaping Meghan's future political career had already been working to sanitize her online presence? These efforts could have involved legal or potentially illegal methods. It's uncertain if even a parent's records would be considered, especially if they could potentially trigger racist commentary, given the context of a Black American woman. Thus, it's feasible that by the time Harry and Meghan became a couple, this information might have been scrubbed from the internet. As a result, it's plausible that the senior members of the royal family might not have been as informed about Meghan's background as previously assumed. Regardless, it's crucial that the motives behind hiding this information, as well as the individuals responsible, come to light. Hindsight reveals that Meghan fell short of the credits required for graduation. Her paternal uncle arranged an embassy internship in Argentina, but she was unsuccessful in the civil service exam. This setback led her to leave the internship midway. With the support of a team of advisors and counselors, there were two fundamental miscalculations. First, they wrongly assumed she was eager to learn, despite her extensive knowledge. Second, they misunderstood her pursuit of happiness, which didn't align with her actual goals. Meghan's behavior showcased a focus on personal gain over others' well-being. She fabricated lies for sympathy without regard for the pain she caused. Her initial aspirations didn't involve diplomatic duties. Instead, she sought to mingle with A-listers and take center stage. Meghan's refusal to conform or adhere to different protocols was evident then and remains unchanged, exemplifying her "my way or the highway" attitude. Meghan's eventual departure with Harry to Montecito, California, reflects her continued disregard for conforming to established norms. As always, your opinions and thoughts are welcomed. Please feel free to share and discuss in the comments. Don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe for future updates. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our upcoming videos. Goodbye for now.